Good evening, I'm Deborah Daniels. Tonight's installment of Nightly News will be on the rising feminist movement in Great Britain. Despite recent development in the British government, the British society has done little in terms of escaping its misogynistic origins. Recently, a United Nations expert, Rashida Manjoo, led a project ranking countries based on the prominence of patriarchal values. With the higher the ranking, the more sexist the country. Despite visiting countries like South Africa, the rape capital of the world, and Kyrgyzstan, the birthplace of bride kidnapping, Manjoo and her team astonished the public by ranking Britain as the world's most sexist country. With questions regarding the validity of this statement, Manjoo explained that Britain has the most quote-unquote boys' club culture and is the prime example of the modern concept of internalized sexism. Tonight we will discuss the ever-expanding aggressiveness of the feminist movement as recognition of the issue is rapidly spreading across social media and the world stage. I'll turn it over to you, Brenda, to start our discussion with the recent outrage concerning a popular YouTuber.
Thank you, Deborah. The YouTuber we're referring to is British citizen Sam Pepper. In a recent video, Pepper is shown publicly groping various women while pretending to ask for directions. The internet community became enraged, sparking many popular internet personalities to speak out against Pepper and his actions. After the video was posted, many of Pepper's past victims came forward with accusations of rape and sexual assault against the YouTuber, causing him to likely face legal consequences. Pepper tries to justify his actions by posting two more videos, one in which women are shown publicly groping men, and the second claiming that it was all a social experiment to shed light on men's sexual assault. Many people question the validity of his statement because in many past videos, Pepper is seen harassing women in various ways. Pepper's videos, coupled with the allegations, ask the question if this was actually an attempt to help shed light on men's sexual assault, or was Pepper just trying to save himself from the backlash of his actions? Now back to you, Deborah.
Thank you, Brenda. Although Sam Pepper's actions should not be respected, many people confuse feminists with the idea that they hate all men. As Emma Watson said in her recent speech for the UN, she has, quote, realized that fighting for women's rights has too often become synonymous with man-hating. If there's one thing I know for certain, it is that this has to stop. She also explained that the term feminist has become almost uncomfortable to use, as people confuse the word for representing anti-men beliefs. Watson was appointed the ambassador for United Nations Women 6 months ago and is currently promoting her He for She movement, which shows that even men can help in the fight for women's rights. Although feminists do not despise men, they are in the way to reaching gender equality. For example, the division of domestic labor is uneven between men and women. 8 out of 10 women still do more work around the house than their husband, especially when caring for a dependent child. With already lower wages, this increases the outcome of women quitting their job to care for the house and child, and returning to a job after having a child will most likely result in downhill progress due to sexist structures in the workplace. The media has produced countless unhelpful stereotypes showing that skinnier, paler, and more beautiful women are more desirable, and has turned women into sexual objects. Finally, women are disproportionately targeted for violence, as the British society still refuses to recognize rape within a marriage as a criminal defense. Also, 89% of domestic violence reports are by females. Although feminists have made progress in these issues, we still have a very long way to go. I'll now give it to Barbara to end our show.
Thanks, Deb. The issue of sexism is an international topic that spans through centuries of human history. In modern times, public attention and the popularity of social media have both helped and hurt the movement in incredible magnitudes. The British culture may be among the most currently offensive on the global stage, but this does not by any means insinuate that the future is grim. On the contrary, many women's rights groups are gaining momentum in the modern world, and the attention and recognition of many of these current issues are receiving marks and bounds in the journey of gender equality on a broader scale. The atrocities committed under patriarchal beliefs in Britain are the accumulation of a long history of human inequality and underrepresentation. The crimes against feminism are less often as blatant as these instances discussed tonight, but too often these are the misdemeanors that go unnoticed to the public eye. You can contribute to the cease of this internalized sexism by becoming more aware of the events and current topics of the world around you. Thanks, and tune in next time to the HFL Nightly News.